So now we can discuss the next theorem, theorem 3. Converse of alternate interior angles theorem. Okay. Theorem 1 is vertically opposite angles theorem. Theorem 2 is alternate interior angles theorem. Now this is the theorem 3, converse of alternate interior angles theorem. So what is its statement? If a transversal intersects two lines such that a pair of alternate interior angles is equal, then the two lines are parallel. When the alternate interior angles are equal, then the two lines are parallel. This is the converse of alternate interior angles theorem. So what is given there? Two lines are there, a transversal is there, then the alternate interior angles are equal. Okay. So AB and CD are the two lines. EF is the transversal. Okay, that we can take according to the statement. Two lines are there, one transversal is there. One more thing they given, alternate interior angles are equal. So this is the required figure. AB, CD are the two lines. EF is the transversal. Okay. Then one more thing they given, alternate interior angles are equal. That means angle AOP equal angle OPD and angle BOP equal angle OPC. That we can take. Okay, then what we need to prove? We need to prove the lines are parallel. That means AB parallel CD. That we need to prove. Okay, so for that, what we should take first? Angle BOP equal angle OPC. That is given. One pair of alternate interior angles. Any one pair we can consider first. So here I took BOP equal OPC. Okay. Then what we need to show? The lines are parallel. For the lines are parallel, what we can take? Corresponding angles are equal. Then by the corresponding angles, converse of corresponding angles axiom, we can say AB parallel CD. Okay. So here we need to show that corresponding angles are equal. So first we took BOP equal OPC. Okay. Then which is the corresponding angle of OPC? That is AOE. Okay. This is AOE is the corresponding angle of OPC. For getting that, how we can take the angle? How we can take the angle? That is BOP and AOE are equal, isn't it? BOP and AOE are equal. Clear? So this is by vertically opposite angles theorem. This is by given. Okay, alternate interior angles are equal. That is given. Then these two are equal by vertically opposite angles theorem. Now these two are equal and these two are equal. So this angle is common for both. So here BOP equal OPC, BOP equal AOE. So we can equate their RHS because their LHS are same. So we can equate their RHS. That means from 1 and 2 what we will get? OPC equal AOE. Angle OPC and angle AOE are equal. Angle OPC and angle AOE are equal. That means the corresponding angles are equal. Okay. So by the converse of corresponding angles axiom, what we can say? The lines are parallel. That means AB parallel CD. AB parallel CD. So hence proved. Hence proved. What we proved? When alternate interior angles are equal, then the lines are parallel. That we proved. Next we can discuss exercise 6.2, first question. In the figure, find the values of x and y. Find the values of x and y and then show that AB parallel CD. Here two lines AB and CD and there is a transversal too. Then here we need to find the values of x and y. They given two values, this is 50, this is 130, and we need to show that these two lines are parallel. Clear? So here by the linear pair axiom we will get this value of x. What it will be? 50 plus x equal 180. Then x equal 180 minus 50, 130. Then these two. What is the relation between these two? Vertically opposite angles. So vertically opposite angles are equal means y equal 130. So here we will get y equal 130 and x equal 130. This is the step 50 plus x 180 linear pair axiom. Then x equal 180 minus 50 130. So y equal 130 by vertically opposite angles theorem. X equal 130 that we got. Y equal 130 because vertically opposite angles are equal. Vertically opposite angles theorem says that. Okay. So here we got x and y are equal 130. X and y equal 130. So from the figure we can identify x and y are the alternate interior angles. X and y are the alternate interior angles. So by the converse of alternate interior angles theorem, we can say that AB parallel CD. Converse of alternate interior angles theorem, we can say that lines are parallel, that is AB parallel CD. Now the question number 3. In the given figure, if AB parallel CD, EF perpendicular CD, GED, angle GED 126 degree. Then find angle AGE, angle GEF and angle FGE. So here it is given that AB parallel CD, EF perpendicular CD. And measure of angle GED is given as 126 degree. Okay, measure of angle GED is, this whole angle will be 126. This FED is 90 degree. They mark that in the figure because they given that EF perpendicular CD. So FED and FEC both are 90 degree. Okay. So GED is given as 126. What is mean by GED? GEF plus FED. Isn't it? So GED plus FED means the total angle GED, that is 126 degree. So angle GEF plus 90 degree equal 126 because we need to substitute the value of FED as 90 since EF perpendicular CD. Then what is GEF? 126 minus 90, that will be 36 degree. Okay, GEF plus FED 126. From there we want to get angle GEF, that will be 36 degree. So one of the question's answer we got. Then we need to find angle AGE and angle FGE. Okay, angle AGE and angle FGE. These two we need to find, these two measures. For that we can consider AB parallel CD and GE is the transversal which is given. AB parallel CD and GE is the transversal. AB parallel CD and GE is the transversal. Then we get angle AGE equal angle GED. This line is not there. No need to consider this line. Okay. Only we consider AB, CD and GE as the transversal. So angle AGE and angle GED are equal because alternate interior angles are equal by the theorem. Okay. So here AGE equal GED, that will be equal 126 degree. So we got the value of AGE. Then we need to get angle FGE. Okay. For that, what is the relation between AGE and FGE? This is linear pair, isn't it? These two form a linear pair. So angle AGE plus angle FGE equal 180 degree. Then substitute the value of AGE as 126. Then plus FGE equal 180. So FGE equal 180 minus 126. That will be 54 degree. Okay, that reasons you want to write in the brackets. Mention in the bracket. Okay. So here we got the value of AGE as 126. FGE as 54 and GEF as 36. These three are the question. Find these three. Okay, so we got these answers.